What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO City Undercover news update. So in today's news update, we're going to be talking about so many things, so really we shouldn't waste any time. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first up, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch version of the game. And while I do that, I'll also be showcasing some old and new screenshots. But before I do anything, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to NintendoWorldReport.com, as they were the ones that shared all this new information on their website. So basically, Nintendo Switch players can control the game using either the Pro Controller or a pair of Joy-Con. Now, NintendoWorldReport.com were told that TT Games did test the use of a single Joy-Con to control the game, but found the lack of camera control from a second analog stick wasn't great for the gameplay. Now, they were also told that all versions of LEGO City Undercover are expected to have much quicker load times. The devs have also improved the frame rate across all versions of the game, and in addition to this, the Switch version will run in 720p when in dock TV mode. So this is all really good news, and one of the things that I think is really exciting is the fact that the load times have been improved, because that puts so many people off the Wii U version of the game. I mean, I remember sitting for ages just wanting to play the game, and it just took so long to load. Very, small things you'd be doing in the game, but it still took a long time, and it's great to see that the team have realized this and are improving on it with this new version of the game. So that is really cool, and the Switch version sounds great. It really does, and I think one of the main selling points behind that version is the fact that you can play it anywhere. That's going to be really exciting. Now then, as some of you may know, there's been a lot of drama and major controversy revolving around this Switch version of the game recently. So let's talk about why LEGO City Undercover has been in the news so much, and also why it's a huge misunderstanding. So basically, this week an image of LEGO City Undercover's Nintendo Switch box showed that Switch players need 13 GB of space on their console for downloads, and that an internet connection would be required. Well, Warner Bros. Have responded with this statement. The information is listed incorrectly on the packaging of LEGO City Undercover for Nintendo Switch. Players who purchase a physical copy of LEGO City Undercover on Nintendo Switch at retail are getting the complete game and do not need to download additional content to enjoy the full experience. An internet connection is not required to play the game. The only internet connection suggested is to download the typical content update patch. So there you have it. I hope that explains a little better, and more importantly, puts your mind at ease, because we shouldn't be worrying about these things. We should be getting excited because the game finally releases next week. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to finally playing it again. Now, staying with Nintendo World Report for a second, they also released a video on their YouTube page which showcases some brand new gameplay. Now, it doesn't really show much, but what it does show us is that all Wii U gamepad function icons have now been moved to the main screen. Now, there's currently no word on how we now use them in the game, but what we do now know is that when you see a flashing video call icon on the screen, you can press down on the D-pad to answer the call. So that might hint at the fact that maybe there's more D-pad functions. Maybe a lot of the Wii U gamepad functions are now used through the D-pad. It doesn't really matter at the moment because we're all going to know by next Tuesday/Friday. So yeah, we're going to know very, very soon how that all works. Now, recently we got the confirmation that LEGO City Undercover's co-op works like this. One person plays as Chase McCain and the other as Chase McCain. It's as simple as that. But of course you could change your disguise. One person could be a robber, the other could be a farmer, or you could have Rex Fury and Frank Honey team up. It's entirely up to you. Now, the gameplay that Nintendo World Report showed also confirms that while the default second player is Chase McCain, what's interesting is that his design is actually the very same as his design in LEGO Dimensions. So that's pretty cool. I like the idea of having two Chase McCains in the game, but of course, the reason for doing this is obvious. Basically, when two players are playing as Chase McCain, they won't get confused by which Chase McCain that they're actually playing as. You're playing as the dark blue Chase McCain, I'm playing as the light blue Chase McCain. So that's still cool that they've added another version of him in the game, and it's nice that it's a little nod to LEGO Dimensions as well. But at the same time, it's kind of sad to see that version, because I was hoping if it was the second player, they'd use the original design. So maybe the original design isn't in the game at all, which would be not necessarily disappointing, but it would have been cool to see. It would be cool to have all 3 versions of Chase McCain's design in the game. But who knows, it could be a surprise unlockable. If not, then what I would like to see is basically have the second player version based on LEGO Dimensions Chase McCain, have that be unlockable to the player in single player as well as co-op, and yeah, basically let you play as that version, because that's probably the closest we're going to get to his original design. But hey, if they add all 3, I'll be really impressed. And last but most certainly not least, the final thing we need to talk about is, of course, the brand new trailer. So this new trailer showcases a bunch of vehicles that we can find in LEGO City Undercover, and you'd be surprised, there's actually quite a few new vehicles in the game. So, for example, in this shot right here, we can see a brand new police vehicle, and this is from the 2017 LEGO set, High Speed Chase. Can't wait to drive this one. One of the things about LEGO City Undercover on Wii U, I did like the police vehicles, but some of them were a bit you know, they weren't really cool looking, and this time round they look way better. I can't wait to drive them. This next shot we can also see another police vehicle, and personally I don't recognize it. I don't remember seeing it in the Wii U version of the game, and I can't actually find what set it's from, so for now I'm going to call this a new police vehicle, so that's awesome. In this next shot we can see this isn't a police vehicle, it's an off-road vehicle, and it looks awesome, and it's from the 2017 LEGO set Stunt Truck. Really cool to see them taking all the brand new vehicles from the new 2017 LEGO City set and putting them in LEGO City Undercover. That's awesome, because I know a lot of people were worried that this would just be the same game. If you played it on Wii U, you know, you'd be getting the exact same content you got on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. And while you are getting the same game, you're getting some new bonuses, and that's really cool. And since they're adding new vehicles, I hope this also means that we'll be getting some new characters as well. So fingers crossed for that, because there are a lot of brand new LEGO City characters in some of the new sets. So let's hope we can play as them as well. Now in this next shot we can see a bike. Now when I first saw this, I thought it was the hairdryer. Yes, there was actually a vehicle in the original game called a hairdryer, but it's not. I actually think this is another vehicle, another brand new vehicle. It's just a scooter, so don't get too excited, but yeah, I don't recognize it, so there you go, another new vehicle. This next shot, again, I have no idea where this vehicle's from, don't recognize it from the original version of the game, and I cannot find it anywhere in any of the new LEGO sets. Maybe it's from an old LEGO set, who knows. And last but most certainly not least, the final vehicle that we see in the trailer is this police vehicle right here, and it's from the 2017 LEGO set, Bulldozer Break-In. So that is really exciting. We've got a ton of really cool new vehicles, and that's just what we see in the trailer. There might be even more vehicles and hopefully characters as well to look forward to finding in LEGO City Undercover. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to drive all these vehicles. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably say it's between the off-road vehicle from the LEGO set Stunt Truck or this police vehicle right here from the LEGO set Bulldozer Break-In, because that looks massive. It just looks really cool to be able to drive that around the town. But of course, that is nowhere near the biggest vehicle in the game. There's massive trucks, there's trains, so many cool things you can drive in this game. It is awesome. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. Before I wrap up here, I'd just like to mention one final thing. In the trailer, at the very end, they sneak in this little cheat code, and it's to unlock the Draconis vehicle in this new version of the game. Now, there was a cheat code to unlock this in the Wii U version, but they've actually changed the code. So the new code is TQ53GQB. So I think you have to put that in the police station. If I remember correctly, there's somewhere in the police station where you can actually access your characters and, you know, spawn a vehicle and things like that. And I think one of the other options is putting in a cheat code. So if you go there, type that in, you should unlock the Draconis vehicle free of charge, I think. I don't think you have to pay any studs or anything. Definitely not real money. Don't worry about that. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for this video. All that's left to say is that LEGO City Undercover will be available next Tuesday in the US and next Friday in Europe. Alright guys, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.